Magic Pumpkin. It was a sunny fall day. Rajiv and his friend Ramila climbed onto the school bus, heading for the pumpkin patch. They sat on the back bench and had fun bouncing around. But Ramila was grumpy. She didn't want to go on the trip. She hated cold weather and pumpkins and everything. The bus parked at the farm. There was an enormous pile of orange pumpkins beside a wagon and tractor. Everyone rushed for the wagon. Rajesh and Ramila sat in front as it headed out. They watched the huge wheels of the tractor bump slowly over ruts in the dirt path more bouncing. Then the tractor stopped. On either side, long rows of pumpkins lay in the dust, each in its own tangle of vines. They were all different sizes and shades of orange, with light brown patches. The driver said the ones with stalks lasted longer. Rajesh and Ramila ran down the same dusty road. Rajesh was worried when bigger kids ran past and grabbed the best pumpkins. Soon, Ramila said she didn't care anyway and picked up the next one on the ground. Rajesh kept looking. Time was up and Rajesh was still empty-handed. He ran faster. Then he saw one the others had missed. It was small and clear orange in color, with a little brown mark shaped like a star. It was perfect. Rajesh pulled it off its vines, held a prickly stem carefully and ran back to the bus. Ramila said it was ugly and they quarreled. That night, Rajesh's father cut open the pumpkin, scooped out its insides and carved it. The pumpkin grinned at them, a mischievous kind of grin. Rajesh cut a star-shaped nose with Dad's help and saved the piece. He put the pumpkin on his bedside table and tucked the little star under his pillow. He fell asleep and dreamed that he was back in the pumpkin patch. His pumpkin had long vine legs and arms and called itself Jacko. Jacko told Rajesh that he could have one wish, anything at all. Rajesh badly wanted a new video game. The kids at school were all talking about it. It was hard to get sleep that night. When he did, with the little star under his pillow, Rajesh found himself back into the pumpkin patch. It was a stormy fall day with leaves flying everywhere, red, orange and brown. The wind blew so hard that Jacko bobbed in the air, vines waving and getting in tangles. It was time for the wish. Rajesh opened his mouth to ask for his game, but as the storm tossed leaves around him, he saw his friend's face and the words spilled out, "Make Ramila's dad better." Jacko's orange face split in an enormous grin. He danced in the air while he told Rajesh how to pass on the magic. Then he disappeared in a burst of orange fireworks full of little sparkling stars. Ramila wasn't at school the next morning. Was Jacko only a dream? But she arrived late, smiling, and all was well. Her father was coming home on the weekend. After school, Ramila and Rajesh played in the park. The pumpkin star was grubby and shivered in Rajesh's pockets, and the wind swished leaves gently along the ground. Rajesh and Ramila tossed them at each other, kicked them into piles and jumped in. Then Rajesh took out the little star and threw it high in the air. A gust of wind picked it up and flew it higher and higher in the sky. He watched until it was only a little orange point, and then even that disappeared. Ramila asked what he was doing. "Oh, nothing, just pumpkin magic," replied Rajesh with a secret smile.